This morning, I want to start with sharing with all of you a story. And this story, there's a warrior. You know what a warrior is? We have a training in our tradition also of developing the warrior inside of us. But in this temple, the warrior doesn't only train in meditation. Meditation is the foundation. And this warrior was very young, this main character that we're going to talk about. Maybe he came at a very similar age to the monastery, and he was an orphan. And the monastery took him in. And he also learned what you learn, how to listen to the bell, how to sit, how to breathe, how to be mindful. And this mindfulness is also to be able to distinguish good, bad, wholesome, unwholesome. And as part of the warrior's training, he also had to learn martial arts. Do any of you do martial arts? Oh, we got a few. And in the martial arts training, he develops the strength, he develops the courage, and he develops the well-being, the body, so that he can be in any space, so that he can bring up the courage in him. And in the world, below the mountains, there's a lot of demons in the world. And after years of training, many years of training, he felt this eagerness. He felt this big eagerness. I need to leave. I need to go into the world. And I want to be a part of the world and to help the world, to save the world. So this young warrior has this great passion to help the world. And I believe in all of us, we also have this passion to do something for the world, right? I hope so. I see a few nods. Okay, there's some hope there. Whew. 1 week. And this warrior got the courage. He went up to the teacher and he said, "Teacher, I think it's time for me to go down the mountain." And the teacher looked at him with a little bit of pity in his eyes, because the teacher felt that the student is not yet ready. But the passion of the student, of the young warrior, was so strong. And his teacher had to give the blessing, the permission. And his teacher looked at him with compassion and said, "I think I can support your decision. But there's a few things that I want to guide you when you go down the mountains. And these are the guidelines for your actions. Never do anything that might cause suffering to yourself or others in the present and in the future." That's the first guidance that he gave him. The second is go without fear. Go without fear in the direction that will lead yourself and others to complete awakening. So this is to not discriminate. Everyone we see, we want to help lead them to liberation, to love, to compassion. And the third lesson, remember the standards of which happiness, suffering, liberation, and illusion are measured. You have to know what is happiness, what is suffering. You have to see also beyond the form, that there may be an illusion that is in front of you. Without this, you will betray the way. You will betray your deepest aspiration. And you will not be able to help anyone. And his teacher said, wait, before you go, you're going to be encountering the world. I'm going to ask you to activate everything that you've learned in your meditation, in your martial arts, in your presence. And to help you and to support you, please take this sword with you. Please take this sword. This is a very precious sword that I have ingrained my energies. I have developed my arts. And on the sword, it says, I am fully in the here and now. And this sword will help you cut through illusions. And this sword will help you protect from the demons. So please take this sword and keep it always by your side. But the sword is not enough, because the world is very good with having a lot of masks. Everybody creates a mask for themselves, a mask to hide themselves, to allow them to feel that they can be close to the world and deceive the world. You have mindfulness, I agree. But your mindfulness is like a little seed. But I will help you, and I'm going to give you this glass. In Vietnamese, this glass is called the mê ngộ glass. It's the glass to see through confusion, to see through the illusion, to see the true nature of reality. So the teacher entrusts him with these two tools, the sword and the glass. And he said, keep this in your pocket. You will need this more than the sword. So the warrior, with a lot of admiration from the teacher, had to say his farewell, say farewell to his community, and embarked on departure day. He had to sign up for a shuttle, and his brother took him to the train station at Saint-Foy-la-Grande and said, may the force be with you. And this warrior starts to enter into the world. Many years at the monastery, I am free. And is very curious, wants to see what is in the world. And one day, he goes to a great gathering, and he sees a great teacher, a spiritual guru, teaching about mindfulness, teaching about how to be a better person, to make your business better. And he was very curious. He's like, it's almost similar to what I learned at the monastery. But in the teachings, there was a lot about money. There was a lot about fame. It was almost like mindfulness formed to a pill to make you feel better. Do this, and I will guarantee you in 30 days, you will be a better, productive person. And this warrior said, wait a minute, this doesn't feel right. And he had his suspicion. And he pulled out his mirror. And he looked through the glass. And he see in this teacher, in this guru, a huge demon. Eyes big and yellow, with a very thick horn. And he goes, pop, 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 pop. And he doesn't kill him. He subdues him. And the demon begs, please don't kill me, please don't kill me. I'm a being too. Don't discriminate. I'm a being too. And the warrior said, there's something called the 5 mindfulness training. If you promise to learn about it, to sign up for next year's retreat, I'll tell the office team to give you a slot right away. Then I will let you go. And the demon says, yes, where's the link? I'll register right now. And so the warrior feels very proud. I did it. I did something. I did something for this society. And he continues on his journey, finding his place, finding what he can offer. And then one day, he follows this amazing influencer on TikTok. sees them on TikTok, on Instagram, then goes to a gathering because everybody's going there. And this influencer is amazing. They know how to dance, 10-second TikToks. They know how to sing. And he was feeling drawn in. He was feeling so tempted. I want that person. But then he said, my heart is beating very strong. I should check my mindfulness. And I should check, is this person really here to help me? And so, what does he do? He takes out the mirror and he looks through and he sees the influencer as a great snake slithering through life, through the way, and tempting and pulling in all the young people. What does he do? With a lot of compassion. And he fights. Pow, pow, wow. And he subdues the snake. And the snake, once again, begs for forgiveness and promise, I won't do this again. And the influencer said, it's okay. I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to also share with you that you know what? You're enough. You're enough. You don't need others to worship you. You don't need others to love you for your appearance only. You have beauty inside of you, even in the snake. And if you also learn about the mindfulness trainings, register to the next artist retreat, comes to the practice, and makes a vow. Just a vow. A vow is enough. I don't need you to be a Buddha. Just make a vow that you will become a better person. And the snake agrees. So this warrior becomes this incredible hero. And he fights and he enters into the world and he fights many demons. He subdues many gatherings to help to show the way. And slowly, the more he was fighting, the more he was in the world, he can smell when a demon is there. He can already pick up when they are there. So he didn't need the mirror anymore. He didn't need the glass anymore. For 7 years, he conquers what is in front of him. Until one day, he also has a modern suffering. He burns out. The warrior burns out. The warrior feels, what am I doing? Who am I doing this for? And he gets really tired. And in the moment of deep despair, he remembers his teacher. And he remembers the mountain of where he trained. And when he thinks of that training, his heart feels alive. So he goes and he walks back to the monastery. And at the monastery, there is 2 big pine trees that plays a role as the gate to the monastery. And the pine tree has been enchanted with energies of mindfulness, concentration, and insight. And if you don't have those qualities, you cannot enter. And it becomes a shield for those who don't have those intentions. You cannot go through the gate. So the warrior is like, I'm a student here. And as he comes to the gate, he pushes the door, and the door wouldn't open. And he used all his might, all his training, and the gate still doesn't open. So he pulls out the sword and he chops the gate, trying to get through. Nothing happened. He used all his might, try to jump over, but right at the top, he got deflected. A feeling of doubt arise. But he said, no, I'm a student here. I'm too good. This gate, there's something wrong with it. The maintenance team needs to come. I need to call the maintenance team. There's something wrong with the gate. This is why it's not happening. And the warrior decides to just sit down and reflects. And he looks back at his 7 years. And luckily, a younger brother comes out of the gate. And he sees this young monk. He's so happy because he can see his spiritual family. And he said, brother, the gate is working. There's something wrong. What did you do? And the younger brother said, I did nothing. I just walked through and it opened. The warrior started to feel something in him and said, wow, I'm so tired. I want to go back, but I can't get through. And the younger brother very compassionately listened to his older brother, shared about his journey, and said, okay, it's okay. I'm here now. But before we go up, I have to fetch water. I have to fetch water in baskets, and maybe you can help me. And so they go to the river, and they fetch the water. And just before they left, the younger brother said, older brother, I've heard that our teacher gave you some incredible tools. The sword, I see it. But the mango, glass, I've only heard of it. Can I see it? And his brother said, I haven't used it for a long time. I hope it's still here. And fortunately, he pulled it out. And the younger brother very skillfully said, wow, at the river. And you know when a river can reflect? And the two of them look through the glass. And when they looked through the glass, the warrior freaked out and yelled, ah! And he fainted. He fainted because he saw that he has grown some horns. His eyes have been changing color. His teeth are taking new shape. That he himself has become a demon. And so his younger brother waited for him to wake up. And his younger brother said, do you still want to go up to the temple? And the brother said, yes, but please help me. Please help me. And his younger brother beautifully said, with me, I can take you through. By yourself, the gate won't open. But if I accompany you, I can guide you back to the way. And so the story ends with the image of two brothers going up the mountain through the pine gate. So this is a story that our teacher wrote. If you're interested, it's called The Pine Gate. When I was young, like all of you, I also came here. My first time, 8 years old. Some of you, I can see myself in you. And what you are cultivating here is the mirror, is the glass. This glass represents your awareness, your mindfulness, so that you can see what is inside of you and you can see what is around you. So I hope that each and every one of you can continue to cultivate the warrior, the meditator inside of you. And if your path leads you to helping the world, please use the instruments, the seeds that you have been watered to accompany you in being in touch with the world. And maybe you don't have to wait 7 years to come back, huh? Maybe every other year or every 3 years. And if you're lucky, every year. And you know, coming to Plum Village is not only about learning. It's just about being. Being in a place where you don't have to fight the demons all the time. So that you can take care of your beautiful smiles, your beautiful hearts, and the kindness that you have that I've been able to see. So I wish you a wonderful last day in Plum Village. Enjoy the day with your friends, with the monks and nuns. You know we are an endangered species. There's not many of us. And to have time and to meet a monk or a nun, it's quite special. Some had to wait until 70-something years or 60-something years. You're so lucky, so young. So have a wonderful day, huh? So with the next sound of the small bell, please stand up gently, mindfully, and then you face the community and you offer a bow, and then you leave the hall and join your program and have a wonderful, joyful day with the community.